We are converting degrees to radians here. So when we're dealing with degrees, remember that degrees have that little zero, like in an exponent. That's the degree symbol. And radians are usually in terms of pi. So whenever you're dealing with these, kind of remind yourself of what the converter is. So you have pi is equal to 180 degrees. So if you need to, you can always think about your unit circle. That's a good reference. So this is the same as 180 degrees, which is equal to pi. And if you're not sure, all the way around the circle is 360 degrees or 2 pi. That's the main idea for reference. All right, so these two are equal. We're trying to cancel out degrees. So let's just read the problem. We're converting the angle from degrees to radians. Express your answer in simplest form. Okay, so the key I like to remind you of is we're using a converter and we're trying to cancel out the degree symbol here. So this is like it's on top, 390 degrees. If I were to make that into a fraction, it'd be 390 degrees over 1. So the degrees to cancel out this one would have to be on the bottom. So the technique is we divide by 180 degrees, divide by 180 degrees, and this is now equal to 1 equals pi over 180 degrees. Okay, so this is our converter. We can multiply anything by 1 and it doesn't change it. We need to have the degrees on the bottom. So I always kind of, if I think about it, I like to start with using the converter. So degrees are on the bottom, they're going to cancel. And then we have to have the pi on top to keep it balanced. So we multiply these out together, and basically I'm going to go ahead and check on my calculator. What's 390 divided by 180? Turn it on. 390 divided by 180 is 13 over 6. And they want it in simplest terms. So 390 over 180, let's see what that is over here. 390 divided by 180, and can we make that into a fraction? Let's see. Does this work? Nope. Let's go ahead and clear that. Fractions. I'm not seeing it. Nope. So to do this, we would just have to go piece by piece. I would start with the 390 divided by 180. They divide by 10, divide by 10. So you just have to reduce this the old way. 39 over 18. Let's see. 3 goes into 39 13 times. 3 goes into 18 6 times. 13 over 6. And 13 over 6 is what I get. So we got 13 on top, 6 on bottom. What's missing here? We still have the pi. So this is usually how we would write it. It could also be something like 13 over 6 pi like that. But usually this is the form that we want, pi on top. Let's go ahead and see how we did. So 13, there's the pi key. All of that divided by 6. Okay. And we combine the fractions and reduce. Okay. Next problem. Convert the following angles from degrees to radian. Express your answer in the simplest form. All right, so let's just jump right into it. We would use a converter. The converter is pi over 180. And this one's a little bit easier. You would think about what's kind of in common on top and on bottom. So 60 actually goes into 180 3 times. So this turns into pi over 3, and that's all we do. So you're using this as a converter, reducing out and making sure that you have multiplying straight across if you have anything left. So this is a pi divided by 3. Okay. So converters and using them. So just be careful with your operations with fractions. And The focus is to cancel out whatever label they have and kind of replace it with the new label that they want.